Hey guys, welcome back to my page and my channel. So, I only have a few minutes of this video. I'm actually on break from my class, my neuropsychology class I'm taking, and my PhD program. And I figured I'd just go ahead and make this video really quickly. I have about 15 minutes to do it. So it was brought to my attention recently that Tariq Nasheed, who is a conscious leader, and he also produced the you guys probably are familiar with him from the documentary that he produced called Hidden Colors, that featured your boy Dr. Umar Johnson. So he's the producer of that series, Hidden Colors. He had 3 parts to it. He's also a conscious leader. He talks about different, socio-political topics that affect the African American community. And it was just brought to my attention that his home was swatted by LAPD SWAT team. I had no idea what swatted mean until this incident happened. It was brought to my attention. I'm like, swatted? And I looked it up and I'm like, what is this? So what happened? Some idiot had made a false report saying that Tariq Nasheed had bombs inside his house, his home, and that he was threatening to kill his wife and his children, which makes absolutely no sense because this man, I think he's a great father. He has teenage daughters. His children are like a little bit older. And some idiot made a false report to LAPD saying that he had a bomb. And so here they go creating this big scenario, this situation outside this man's home. I don't know. I'm not sure because I haven't really did too much research on it. But from what I gather, they came out to his home. His home was surrounded by police, helicopters, a SWAT team. You know how the SWAT team show up. They show up pretty deep. And it's a pretty serious thing. This is nothing to be taken lightly. And I know it had to scare the shit out of him when it happened, And I saw a video where he was talking about it. He did it like a reaction to the incident that happened. And he was saying how the police were very respectful. They treated me with kindness. And I'm like, no, it ain't nothing respectful about getting swatted. And then especially with the LAPD responding in the way that they did, because they actually believed the false report. And he even stated in his video that he doesn't believe that LAPD believed the report. So given the fact that LAPD didn't really buy into it, but they did buy into it because they showed up. And they showed up deep and they had their guns and everything. And not only that, he got arrested. He was taken away in handcuffs. So I'm like, that is some straight bullshit. And it's been a while since I followed Tariq Nasheed, because after that little beef that he had with Dr. Umar Johnson, I decided to kind of just take a step away from him. I had unsubscribed from his channel, because I just felt like he was trying to attack Dr. Umar Johnson for what? Because he wants to build a school, I think anybody who's coming after Dr. Umar Johnson, given the fact that he is working so hard to get this school off the ground and they're attacking him, I have a problem. I have a major issue with that. So I had stopped following Tariq Nasheed because of that. Because I saw how he attacked Dr. Umar Johnson, some things he said. He created a whole video just going in on him, being very ignorant, saying how in his series, the Hidden Color series that Tariq Nasheed produced, he tried to make fun of Dr. Umar Johnson, saying that Dr. Umar Johnson had herpes because he had a bump on his face. Just foolishness, right? Basically trying to get people to distract people's attention away from, Dr. Umar Johnson's school and trying to get them to focus on just stupid, ignorant stuff. So that was the last time that I actually heard anything from Tariq Nasheed when they were going back and forth. And this was around the holidays, I think like around December, January time. A little bit before Dr. Umar Johnson had his court case, where he had to go before the State Board of Psychology in Pennsylvania to defend his license, his certification, as you guys call it, which really isn't much of a difference. License certification is pretty much the same thing. So that was the last time I heard from anything from Tariq Nasheed. Like I said, I unsubscribed from his channel. I haven't watched any of his videos. And then I heard from an old friend of mine who told me this the other day. It was like, did you hear about Tariq Nasheed? And I'm like, what happened? It was like, he got swatted by the police. And I'm like, swatted? It was like the SWAT was at his house. And I'm just like, what the hell did he do? So he did absolutely nothing. The man, I guess, is innocent. If anything, I would say his crime is being a coon. You know, this man is a straight out coon, I think. He says that he's for the black community, but there's no way you can be for the black community if you're sitting here attacking other conscious leaders. And then the fact that, I didn't like the fact that he and Dr. Umar Johnson had worked together on the Hidden Colors series. Might as well say they were like partners, you know, in that project. And the fact that he, you know, just goes against Dr. Umar Johnson and writes him out, you know, on social media, and just basically trying to destroy Dr. Umar Johnson's brand, his name. Like, I think I really take offense to that. And not only him, but it was Dr. Boyce Watkins who joined in with Tariq Nasheed against Dr. Umar Johnson. So if anything, I say maybe he's just getting what he dished out. You know, it's like what goes around comes around. And knowing that Tariq Nasheed has a very powerful platform. Let me check the time. Okay, I got 10 minutes. So knowing that sorry guys. Knowing that Tariq Nasheed has a very significant following, right? He knows the size of his platform. He used his platform to attack another brother in the conscious community. Like, I have a major issue with that. And so being that happened, it's like I kind of lost respect for him. And seeing that this happened to Tariq Nasheed, I think it happened maybe a week or so ago. I think the end of May is when I saw the first posted video about this whole SWAT thing that happened to Tariq Nasheed. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just karma coming back to him. You know, because you go and you try to destroy someone else's brand, it's just like, look what happened to you. You know, and then my question is, how in the hell did they find his address? How do they know where Tariq Nasheed lives? You know, his physical exact address to his house, you know? So he says that he thinks it's white supremacists that somehow got a hold of his information and filed the false report to LAPD saying that he had bombs inside his home. Like, who the hell does that? It basically was a big prank against Tariq Nasheed. And then he responds very calmly saying, oh, I think that they handled it very well. You know, they treated me with kindness and respect. And I'm just like, no, the whole incident to me, I think, was humiliation. You know, it's very shameful. It's like, it's frightening to have to go through something like that, because I'm sure he didn't expect it. It's like happening out of nowhere. And I guess he was at home when it happened. They called him when he was at home. That, to me, would frighten the shit out of me, because I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? But he remained calm. You know, he didn't resist or anything, and he just walked away in handcuffs with the SWAT team. And I guess they did some investigation. Then they later found out that it was a fluke. It was, you know, a false report, someone playing games and lying, saying that he did that. But it's just a shame. I feel like it should be a crime, but from what I understand, it's just like a misdemeanor crime. It's nothing major, just making a false report. I mean, whoever did it probably may get arrested, but may just get fined at most, you know? So it's like a minor offense, which I think is not right, because you're talking about wasting resources and people's time. You know, they have to come out there on a false call, like on a false alarm. That's wasting their resources and their time and money to come out there. So I think that is fucked up. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys know any details, more details than what I've already shared about this story, feel free to comment below. I am about to return back to my class. This class is like 4.5 hours of biopsychology and recovering like neuropsychology, talking about neurons in the brain and synaptic gaps and just dendrites, all this crazy physiological terminology. It's like learning a whole new language or whatever, but it's 4 hours of that. And so he gave us like a half-hour break, and I have just a few more minutes left. So I want you guys to comment below, share this video. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. I mean, did Tariq Nasheed deserve it? You know, I don't want to, I'm not the one to say, okay, someone deserves bad things to happen to them. But I'm just saying, looking at the situation, looking at the big picture, it's just like, okay, you go and you start attacking a person, you know, your fellow brother in the conscious community. It's like, look what happened to you. Now they come after you. If only, I feel like if only African American, our leaders, African American leaders would come together. Tariq Nasheed, Boyce Watkins, who else? Brother Polite. I hear people talking about what's his name, CB, who does he focuses on like food and diet, the dietary, you know, aspects of, you know, our survival as African Americans, and Dr. Boyce Watkins. Like, if only we all can come together within the conscious community and just stop the ignorant stuff and the hating and the infighting and listening to, I think a lot of white people are hiding behind black profiles, disguising themselves as if they're black, but they're white, and they're trying to start this infighting within us. And I'm just like, we need to be stronger within ourselves as a community, not to allow ignorance to come in, infiltrate what we have going on. Because I feel like what Tariq Nasheed and what Dr. Mark Johnson had was good. He was featured in the Hidden Colors series, and he had a significant contribution to the series, I think, for the first one and the second one. The third one, Dr. Mark Johnson wasn't featured in, because I think that's when the situation happened. And it's just unfortunate. But hey, I gotta go. I want you guys to continue the discussion below. Share this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, catch you guys later. Bye bye.